Yeah, I was telling bro, I can't even remember last time y'all was on. I think, matter of fact, check when that Ain't Been Home episode came out real quick.
What was that?
April?
Date? Yeah. Did we kick this shit off for real? I don't feel like we were the first episode, but we definitely was like the first brand episode.
What? Yeah, I was one of the first like deep, you know what I'm saying, deep episodes.
Oh yeah, with everybody in the shit.
Even though that episode, that wasn't the whole Family Ties. So can we just start off? Can I just say who's all in Family Ties? I feel like it's like damn near 20 people or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta let him go on that one.
Yeah, it's a lot to Family Ties, honestly. But we're gonna take that time, you know, to really 2023. You really gonna be able to know who's stamped, who's Family Ties for real, because we about to really, yeah.
He coming out with the heaters already.
Yeah,
That's a hot question right there.
Yeah, that is
Like,
crazy. Hold on, will you start? Or you just asking me? This off camera, right?
No, we rolling.
Nah, this rolling.
Nah, we rolling.
Nah, that's a hot question.
We got a whole like pound behind me. Shit, you good?
My fault.
That's a pillow. We use the P for the pillow.
Yeah, so
Who is Family Ties? Like,
so yeah, what's really about to happen in the next, you know what I mean, I want to say couple months, you're gonna be able to see who's really the artist of Family Ties and who's really working. You know what I'm saying? As of now, it's more of a unit. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, we is deep as a bitch. It is more than about 20 motherfuckers in Family Ties, for real. Like, that, you can ask any of these niggas right now, is you Family Ties? They gonna say yes.
Y'all got artists on there, videographers, producers, like, right?
Right. Yeah. A little bit of everything.
So we were actually listening to, I was on live earlier playing that Go shit. I literally played it back to back like 10 times on live.
That's one of them ones.
I had to comment pin like what song it was and shit, who was it by. I wanted to ask you, who's that doing?
Man.
Is that you doing the auto-tune?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is really like that.
For real.
I'm talking about, like, I was telling bro, like, that auto-tune, though, I want to know who engineered that shit too, but it's like, to me, it felt like the new era auto-tune. It's like we all kind of grown accustomed to auto-tune, but that is something about that pitch, the way y'all did it doesn't sound like just some other auto-tune. It kind of sound like the next level of it or some shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was nothing special. It's just the way that I delivered it in the booth. Like, I'm not relying on a tune. I'm really in that shit, trying to hit that shit, and I'm up that high. So it's like naturally already crazy. But then when you throw that little touch of tune on that bitch, it just make it sound somewhat natural. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna get a more feel of it when I drop this next house album project.
Family Ties project?
Yeah. I got a house album coming out. I can't really say a date right now.
When you saying house, you talking about as far as the team or like house music?
House music.
Okay.
So this project been done for the past 4-5 months now, and right now we're working on putting together the short film to represent the project, and the project is actually going to turn into the soundtrack for the short film. Yeah. So we're casting right now for the short film. Putting it all together, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop the whole project as a short film first.
Can you say what the short film is about?
Yeah, I can tap into it. Yeah. So it's called The House That Family Built. It's 7 main characters, different lifestyles, different journeys in life, and from beginning to end, it's just gonna be, you're gonna be able to experience a little bit of what they're going through and how their stories tie in together, like when it comes to the end of the shit. Yeah.
So it's like 7 people that don't know each other?
Yeah.
All kind of, okay.
Yeah, but their stories all come together at the end.
Yeah. So who wrote this? What's kind of been the process? I know you're casting right now. What was the process kind of, I guess, up until this point?
So really it's just been a journey of mine, something I always wanted to do. Right before my boy Foreign Guala passed away, fly high to my brother, goddamn, I had wrote the script for this movie called Wrong Order, Please.
Also different movie, okay.
Whole nother movie. And so I had wrote the whole script, wrote the whole movie out and shit. We just never jumped to actually putting it in motion. So when I finished this project and it being a house album, I guess the state of mind I was in, I was just like, man, I need an ill-ass visual for this, but I don't want it to be just a music video, just videos of me saying the words and shit like that. I need representation. I need symbolism. I need to tie in and make it as relatable as possible to everybody, because that's what it means to me, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what better way than to do it the way, you know, Jay-Z did it, Streets is Watching, where you could press play on the movie, it's gonna run through all the songs, all the videos, and it's a whole short film too. So
is the I don't know if I've seen that. Is the music like full volume, or is like, you know what I'm saying, like
yeah. So with mine, you ain't gonna hear nobody talking in the movie. You ain't gonna hear no dialogue. It's
so
gonna be
in
straight music.
The short film, straight music,
and straight like B-roll. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple like ambience sounds that you hear to like set the scene. But you ain't never gonna hear nobody talking. Ain't nobody gonna be doing no acting like that.
Visual
For real, it's really just it's really just a visual thing to focus in on the music. Yeah, but that's coming, man. Shout out to everybody on that shit, man. We got some good features on that album, man. That's really something nice. Yeah, people been waiting for that jank. But it's crazy because I'm not even right now. I'm stepping back from like the whole high pitched voice junk, because I mean I had fun with it this summer. You know what I'm saying? Did a bunch of tracks with that baby voice. You know what I'm saying?
So this is a new thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you tap into my music, you'll see that I was hinting on that voice a couple times on a couple different projects, like in the background and shit like that, but I ain't never use it. But one day, goddamn, we in the stew, and goddamn, yeah, so it was a verse that just ain't go right on a song with my regular voice. So like I had saved a verse. The next day the jump came up, and me and Randy had a jump going, and he wanted me to hop on a jump. So I hop on it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna use that verse that I got that I like, that ain't work on the last jump, but I'm gonna just play with it. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, goddamn, I just go in there and change my voice up. I'm like, let me just see what this sound like, and hit the high pitch jump for the first time, like solidified. Cause I was like listening to, what's that one rapper that what's his name, RX or some shit like that? What's his name?
RXK Nephew.
Is that the one that sound like a little mosquito?
Nah, that's
What's the nigga name that sound like a mosquito?
All his songs super high pitch. Yeah.
I think so, bro. It just be sounding like you could barely understand what he's saying. But
he went viral like 3-4 years ago.
Bro, I heard that shit. I said, man, this is inspiring, because if I could just put some bars in a voice like that if you catch it, you catch it.
Yeah.
You know,
that shit gonna be hard.
Like 4 or 5 something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's not RX though. RX.
I feel bad. I know it's not him.
Yeah.
I just really bad with names because I don't keep up with new names.
No, because I mean I know who you talking about, just because I don't know him, because he didn't like, I don't know if he kept going with it, but he had a viral hit or two, and then kind of I ain't really hear from him.
Bro had the mosquito voice. It was so hard.
voice.
Yeah, bro was like, but I said, let me use that.
You know who fuck with that?
But I just wanted to put some bars behind that shit.
Yeah.
And try to see if I can make something of it. But that's one thing about me. I latch on to shit like if I'm inspired, you know what I mean, by a certain sound, I like to prove to myself I could replicate it and make my own version of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of me growing as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I like to challenge myself.
Yeah.
So like even now, like we talk about this house album, but I got 3 actual rap albums that I'm about to drop before the house album even come. And them shits ain't even done. But the house album been done.
So you like to work on multiple music projects at once?
It really just more so be about where I'm at in life and what I'm going through to really tell how much work I'm putting in. So like if I'm going through certain shit that make me feel like I need to be in the studio a little more, that's just what it is. If not, it more so just be like, I always try to put a plan behind shit, but it more so be like just letting it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you got that. So I think you just dropped the video for Lil Demon, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a whole different. You talk about you have different styles, like the baby voice, and then you like your regular voice. So right. You can see the kind of difference in those
you
two.
know, and I like to say I know how to sing too. I be having a little singing shit too, but I just like to go with what I feel. You know what I mean? Sound good to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I make music for myself. I really don't. I try not to really like make music for nobody else. Or like. Every once in a while, I'll consider my, you know what I mean, who I want to attract or like what target market I'm going for.
Yeah.
And I might like throw a little something in there to reel them in. But all in all, I'm making music for myself. And it might not be for me at that very time, but later on, I'll go back and listen to something that I did. And that shit might take me to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I made this for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about like some music that I made in the past. It's like a lot of times you go through moments of like feeling stronger than other times. You might feel like weak or discouraged some points in your life. So when you like at that moment when you were feeling real up and like and strong about your shit, if you make a song or whatever in that time, then you listen back to it like, you know what I'm saying, later, you can kind of get that same feeling.
No bullshit.
Like,
I can use your flame, bro.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I went back and checked out some of your music kind of like leading up to this. Bro, I didn't know you had that much music out.
Yeah, man, I got a little discography. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, like even though, was it the Kado on the board joints? I think it's like 5 of those. Are those all produced by you?
Yeah.
And then one of them is actually just a instrumental tape.
Yeah. I was going to do a whole sequence of those, but then, you know what I'm saying, I was like, let me fall back up for that. I really got into my producer bag and shit and was just like putting everybody together. You know what I mean? It didn't matter about none of the extra shit. It was like, yo, just come tap in with Kado. Studio time on me. Just get in the booth. I got a beat. Or I'd be like, pick a vinyl record and I'm gonna make you a beat right now on spot. Like some of the wildest shit happened within like, you know what I mean, an hour right there on spot. A motherfucker pull up. As an artist, I'd be like, yo, I wanna work, bro. Like I'm trying to do something, let's do something, pull up. Niggas would pull up and I would have a whole cart full of, you know what I mean, vinyl. I'll tell them just pick a random one and I'll make a beat right now. I'll put the vinyl on, start running through it, find a little sound, make a little beat, and, you know, go crazy. We make a little banger. That was back at HRAV. J-Rock had set up the studio before we started Family Tithes.
And so what year did Family Tithes start?
2018.
Okay.
Yep, 2018 Family Tithes started. But it's deeply rooted. It's really symbolic to the shit that niggas been doing for years. Like, it started with Collision Records. You know what I'm saying? That was back when I was like 16. Started my first record label. You
born in Virginia Beach?
Yeah, I'm from Norfolk.
Okay.
Yeah, but I graduated from the beach, so I'm a little bit of both. You know what I mean? A little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to take us just a little bit through just fucking coming up and even just leading up to the point when?
Yeah, bro. So like, started? Really, it started with Collision Records. I was a host on 103 Jams for like 4 years.
And on the radio?
Yeah, on the radio. I was like a live host. And we used to do mad community events, you know what I'm saying? Like we started a lot of shit in that area to really like, just to get the scene going. We started all the rap battles, different things that we used to do. And then as time progressed, you know what I'm saying, I started a music group. We had a music group, we was doing mad shows. We ended up opening up for like Wu-Tang Clan, fucking a whole bunch of different shit that we pulled off. And then, you know, after that era right there, it kind of like, I had to grow up, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like face life, you know what I'm saying? So I was just grinding and really just became like working on Kado. It was just like, let me work on Kado. You know what I'm saying? So I started building my name in all aspects. Graphics, video production. I was filming these videos before, like, and then still working on my craft in music the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And then when J-Rock opened the studio at HRAV, we was over there working, and I just started forming the front line for Family Ties. You know what I mean? Just getting everybody together, and yeah, man, we put that motherfucker together. Started that shit in 2018.
So there was a period between Collision Records when that ended to before Family Ties started. He was just focusing on you.
Well, like what had happened was I ended up working for mad different other studios and labels.
Okay.
Like I went from there to Self-Made, from Self-Made to you know, Big Studio. From Big Studio, I was working with Jay Bray. Went from Jay Bray to working at Future Flow. From Future Flow to I was everywhere, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, I just got tired of like dealing with what came with other people's establishments instead of me being able to control my own situation.
Yeah.
And so when I realized that, I was like, you know what I mean? I need to do what I need to do to be able to start from the ground up and do this shit the right way. You know what I mean? Show people how to do it.
What was some of the stuff you think you learned just by working at those other studios and stuff? And what are some things you mean by like you have to face life and take that like?
Well, I definitely learned to, you know what I mean, know your worth, you know what I'm saying, and don't just settle, you know what I'm saying, like, just because your short-term goals are met don't mean that your long-term goals will be met if you keep just being satisfied with your short-term goals being met. Then you'll just be complacent and you become stuck in a situation that you don't, you know what I mean, you're not progressing. You don't want to get stuck there. So what happened was I would go through times where it's like I'm going so hard with the music. I would come up and, you know, reach certain, you know, levels and shit to the shit and then have to focus and go get a job and work, put in 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, you know what I mean, or hit the shipyard or whatever the case may be, where I take complete time out of my music. And people like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Or either, shit, it was times where I just wanted to try to get away from it to see if maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe I'm missing out on a bag somewhere. Let me get the fuck away from this music shit because too many motherfuckers need me. Too much shit and it ain't equaling out. You know what I'm saying? So I got drugged right back in.
So
every time.
Kept calling.
That's how I knew it was just meant to be because it was just like the opportunity itself. I'll get a phone call and I couldn't refuse the offer type. You see what I'm saying? But then I just took the time to build myself up so that I could start building Family Ties from the ground up so that it was all me, you know what I mean? And started with Frankie, you know what I mean? Shout out to Frankie from the trap. My boy Danny, you know what I mean? Couple people put some bread up and we all put our money together and got 1.0 over there off of Seahawk. And we started Family Ties up. That was a big deal, you know what I mean? Big situation, big ass, the biggest warehouse I've ever had.
How big was it?
Huge, bro. That shit probably had to be probably like 3,000 square foot.
Oh shit,
bro. Like
how much we got paying?
25, 30 foot, 30 foot ceilings.
Damn.
Fucking studio in the front, big ass warehouse in the back. And I used to throw parties, concerts, showcases, and still be running studio time. And that just became what the Ties was. And we just wanted to be able to be a hub for artists to come, get their shit off, get good quality shit done, maybe shoot a photo shoot in the back, video shoot in the back, whatever the case may be, or get your shit off. We might have an open mic, we might have a showcase, you know what I'm saying? So One Pump came and did his first jank there.
His first show ever?
Not his first show ever, but it was really...
I don't even know if that was the first jump, but that was he did the album release.
That's what it was.
And that shit for Scott Summers too. Oh
like,
my God,
I built a stage, bro. I built a big ass stage in that shit and had the shit set up so nice. The DJ booth was at the top of the jump.
Bro, like, for real, that shit was probably like, what, 2018, 2019?
19.
To this day,
shit was
people would still be like, yo, I remember you was at the first One Pump shit. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, hell yeah, we was in that shit lit
as hell.
So what I don't want to say what went wrong, but why is this still not a thing?
So I mean, from there, what happened was there was a studio next door to us that was doing a lot of shiesty shit. I ain't no telling what they had going on, but we weren't on that type time. And the police came to kick their shit. When they kicked their shit, they kicked our shit and ruined my shit. I'm talking about like
destroy stuff?
Destroyed the whole studio for no reason and just left. I ain't had no money to go to court and be like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, was there a warrant? Like, I didn't give a fuck. At that point, it broke me down so crazy. I said, man, this ain't. So
there were nobody got even charges out of that. It just came in and destroyed it. I
ain't even talked to the police or nothing. It was just, they just came, destroyed the shit and left.
But we weren't doing shit in there.
We was making great things happen.
Niggas was really doing art in there.
Now, don't get me wrong. The people that I was working with and recording was, you know, some real street ass artists that's be outside. So like, you know, ain't no telling what they got going on.
That's a place of business. They're there doing work.
I feel you on that, but still, even when it was that, I've been in many of them sessions right with you. Like, they want the energy. Like, niggas would come in and immediately start shooting hoops. Like, you shooting hoops, you playing, you looking at the walls, you in your art bag. Soon as you walk in, so even if it was like...
Yeah, we had graffiti on the walls. I had all the artists on the walls, and it was really nice. I had hired a couple graffiti artists that I grew up with.
Yeah. So they came in and destroyed it. See, you would think like if a place of business is getting searched, whatever, for a whole other reason, then they want to come in your shit, and they don't find anything, nobody gets charged, nothing happens from it. Like, do you think they would reimburse you for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah. But it was just like, I just didn't know how to go about handling that. And plus, it was my first time having an establishment in Virginia Beach. And I grew up paranoid fucking with Virginia Beach. Like, they've calmed down a lot. But like back then, they used to harass a lot of us. You know what I mean? Just growing up doing nothing.
I just went to court in Virginia Beach like a couple days ago for some traffic tickets, bro. I just paid like $400 for some bullshit, bro. I'm like, bro. So the damages, kind of you couldn't bounce back from it, or did the landlord say y'all got to go after that? Or
landlord was like, stay, you good? I said no, because if this how they gonna label me to the point they gonna kick my shit and destroy it,
they gonna do it again.
They gonna do it again. I don't want to be here. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Like, we're being picked on. I feel like we're being stereotyped. Whatever the case may be, I was done. So I packed it up and went and got a job, assistant manager at Radio Shack. Stayed there for about 3 years. Stayed down. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. And we're still making little tracks here and there. Cause, you know, as an artist, cause I am an artist, even though like I own Family Tithes and I do this, that, and the third, I manage, I do whatever, but at heart, I'm a big artist, you know what I'm saying? So like, I never let that shit stop me from making my music, you know what I'm saying? Or just keeping my shit going, whether it was, you know, one song every half a year, whatever the case may be, 2 songs a year, whatever. I was doing it, you know what I mean? But
I feel the same way about just like being an artist, and I think us that are artists that run businesses, we can kind of bring that passion for the arts into the business and kind of move like that and do business in a better way. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times in art, there's like the people in charge of the business, they're not artists and they just looking to make money, so they don't really understand. You know what I'm saying? How personal it could be and shit.
That's really some of the groundwork that I wanted to provide with Family Ties that I know I put that work in, because when people would come, I would explain to them, they would have all these questions. I'm like, hey, look, just let it happen. Because, you know what I mean? I know what you need. I'm going to give you the experience you need to make your shit come out the way it need to come out. You know what I mean? Because little did they know I'm an artist. So whenever I was on the boards, I'm trying to provide that same workflow that I need when I'm in the booth, when I'm on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And they felt that shit every time. It's not one person that recorded with me that didn't want to work with me again afterwards. Like, nothing but repeat business. Because I will always give at least 110% on that jank. You know what I mean? On everybody's work. Even if you came in there and you weren't even all that good, nigga, you leaving with a banger. I'm making sure that shit sounding good, it's hitting, all that shit.
So you're engineering too and shit?
Yeah. But
I wanted to ask you guys too, maybe I could both touch on Jet Ski Bueller.
Yes, sir.
Why is that motherfucker so crazy?
Yes, sir.
Like, and I just seen his album was called, was it Jet Ski Jackson?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah. So
hold up, nah, yo.
The video with him with the red jacket?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The other day, right?
Yeah.
I'm on some, I don't even know what I'm on, but I come across this jet ski shit. I'm like, this nigga is crazy. Hold up, run this real quick. Run this right here.
Yeah, you put it in the mic.
Yeah, this the one. Hold on, let me see.
Run that real quick.
Cannot open. Content is not authorized.
They tripping.
But it's crazy how Family Ties really has such diverse talent on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this my shit.
And see, I'm gonna tell you about jet ski. Look,
watch when that shit drop. Yeah, I ain't see bro perform that.
Hold on, what my boy say? Mm-hmm. Hold on.
What?
Nah, it sound like some radio. Like, you can hear it on the radio. Like,
now I'm gonna tell you about, bro. Look.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all they get.
That's out. That was out.
Look,
Can we say
that's out.
That's Why I Sell for Life by Jet Ski Bueller.
Yeah, that's out.
Available everywhere.
Yeah, shout out to Jet,
bro.
Man.
That shit got me right for the photo shoot. I was on some shit like, I gotta go. I gotta get right. My nigga Jet Ski talking like this. Gotta make something happen today. Really.
So I'm gonna tell y'all about that, right?
Yeah.
That shit that he did on his own.
Yeah, that's
before the ties.
Yeah, that's
that whole tape. but for the ties. Like, I'm gonna tell you, anybody that is with the ties could stand on their own without the ties. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like that says a lot. Nobody really needs the ties, you know what I mean, that's with the ties. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't get me wrong, we need each other, you know, because we a family, we need each other as brothers and, you know what I mean, boom, boom, boom. But, yeah, look, Dr. Randy calling me right now.
Dr. Randy.
Dr. Randy.
Yo, what's good, Brody? What's good?
Say what up to the people, man. Say what up to the people, man.
What's up to the people, man? Yo, it's your boy Randana. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in with my boy Kado, man. Tapping in with our board podcast. I love y'all for real.
Yeah,
come on.
Boy Mari.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Have a bottle of Henny for the boy.
Yeah, I mean,
He got Henny and a damn, what's that, an Oreo milkshake? That's a crazy combination.
Don't worry, I got him. I got bro rolling out the pee.
You heard him.
Nah, me and bro on some ice coffee. We got ice coffee.
All right, that's a lot. I'm gonna call you when I'm done. All right, love you. Be safe.
Yeah, we the iced coffee boys tonight.
Like, look, prime example. So, like, yeah, we twinning up. Goddamn. Yeah, nobody in the tie need each other as artists, as what they bring to the table, and that's the reason I fuck with everybody that's Family Ties. You know what I'm saying? It's like jet ski. You know what I mean? He could record himself, he could produce himself, he could engineer himself. He could even come up with the whole junk. You know what I'm saying? He don't really need us. And everybody got their own entity. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody their own boss, that's Family Ties. You see what I'm saying? And even Frankie, like, hardest working nigga in the beach, goddamn hardest artist, hardest videographer. You know what I'm saying? Like, dedicated and making other people, like, shine. Like, putting other people on, constantly putting on for other people. The same way I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see that in somebody, I fuck with that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Plus, that's my cousin. That's my family.
Who?
Frankie.
Okay.
But goddamn, yeah, man, like, everybody, like, Grind Boy Kevo, right?
That's who's on go, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Shout out my brother. Like,
bro right now, yeah.
he ain't never needed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro always had his own shit going on. Video after video, song after song, whether he was with the ties or not. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shit, you got Steam going crazy. Steam just did all his junk with, you know what I mean? And he in a whole nother lane with the rock shit. You see what I'm saying? So that attracts a whole nother crowd.
I'm not even hip to him.
Steam,
So y'all got
he be
Rock
with
on
jet
there
ski
too.
and shit, huh?
Yeah, so I got Rock on the label too.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn Sleet in his own lane as well. He's a real problem child. Like,
Bro, I think it's gonna be more than 20 people on it. I said 20 hours.
Sleet is out of this world amazing. Another nigga that could pull up and record himself, engineer himself, and got his own producers, right?
Yeah.
And then, bro, everybody literally just stand on their own. They could really, everybody's a stand up. You know what I mean? Real life stand up. Like.
Yeah, man, you know, you always stronger as a unit.
And then you got Thomas. You know what I mean? You got Thomas that got nomadic and doing his own shows, and, you know, it's a blessing that bro even, you know what I mean, consider himself a part of the family because what he do, you know what I mean? And then you got Mari, and he'll stand, you know, he's staying on his own. He do what he do. Ain't been home. That's all, bro. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's like you stronger as a unit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just not as fun doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe some of y'all could both touch on too. Just like,
your shit in my back seat, but I'm in the middle of the interview right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's a bet.
I'm gonna call you when I'm done.
Iced coffee break. Now I was saying, maybe something I could both touch on is like,
put your shit on.
Yeah, put on.
Yeah,
vibrate.
bro, my shit be booming.
I didn't want to say nothing like,
man.
I thought he was gonna do it after
Make
the
sure
first
this
couple of
shit
rings.
cut out. But look, you can use this little scene right here. But nah,
Wrong
man.
with the dude, man.
What's it called? I was gonna say like, yeah, maybe something y'all could both touch on is just like kind of just moving as a collective. You know what I'm saying? What's how y'all been kind of just maneuvering that?
So I mean, kind of find out. You know what I mean? It's being all like strategically planned, basically. Everybody has Family Ties. When you think of it as a music group, when you think about the shows and you see us all on stage, and it is about 20 people on stage, but that's what makes Family Ties like what it is. It's something different. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though everybody does their own thing and everybody can do their own thing, when we come together, you know what I mean, that shit is like, you know what I mean, it's like sacred, holy matrimony, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I had a meeting in the beginning of the year when I dropped the checks video, and I had brought everybody together and was just kind of had my little I had a dream moment type shit, like on my Martin Luther King shit. I was like, look, I really feel like we can all come together and, you know, accomplish our goal a little faster if we all work together, boom, boom, boom. And was really trying to just get Family Ties name out there for what we stand for, which is, you know, pay your tithes and you're a part of the family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all dues paid. Family Ties, like we ain't got nothing to worry about. That's why I can't exist unless I could provide, because the type of person I am, you see what I'm saying? Like if I see something in you as an artist, I want to bring that out of you and make it something great, whether I got something to do with it or not. You see what I'm saying? It's more so Family Ties, like,
and that's a skill in itself. You know what I'm saying? Bringing people together, or like I feel like I said that before too, but just like imagine like a company with like 1,000 employees, like what it really means to get 1,000 people to be on the same page, do their part, and deliver the product, or you know what I'm saying, get the job done. Like it's a crazy feat. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that? You want to add?
For me, I'm kind of I be on my dolo shit though. Like I ain't gonna hold you, cause when you start, I just don't like depending on other people. So I do be needing to like use them more and tap in with them more and shit. But like I be doing that shit on accident. Like we'll put some shit together on accident, cause I when I actually do say something, niggas be like, oh shit, you trying to do what? I bet, let's goddamn, I'm about to hit so-and-so and so-and-so. So I'm starting to get out of that shit, but
yeah, I kind of got that sense from you too. Even when remember we were talking about the 757 commercial I was supposed to do with Family Ties. Mm-hmm. He was like, nah, they can. Like I don't even think you wanted to pull up at the time. Yeah. He was like, they gonna hold it down or some shit.
Yeah, because they was like,
in the studio it was different.
You don't really need me in that joint. Like
it's enough love in that bit to go around. Plus, like everybody wanted to be there.
Yeah, because for me, I like to. Man, I be low key. I be low key on my tie. I'm not even low key on my tie shit. I'm heavy on my tie shit, but I just be playing the cut with it because it's like it's so much more shit. Like he just named mad niggas. All of them niggas is fire.
Young Grievous, he produces his own shit. Young Grievous engineers his own shit. He write his shit.
I just
young man.
He's Elevation at this freak,
and he's our youngest bull, but you know what I mean, he little bro, and goddamn,
that's what I'm saying. I mean? It's like
everybody, a lot of people fuck with his shit.
Kind of let them. Like it's enough people there for you to get the content that you wanted from what we was talking about at the time. But I was probably tight mad at them niggas too.
At that time, I was about to close the studio too.
Because you had another studio after the one that you said got kicked in, right?
Yeah, definitely. So after that, we went to 2.0, which was the last one we just had off the boulevard, which is now a church. But that's cool because it was a church before too. So you know what I'm saying? Same vibes.
I was doing the Lord's work in there too.
Yeah, same vibes. You know. Yeah. But it was a vibe, man. The Ties was nice, man. 2.0 is real nice, for real. We called it New Point Oh.
2.0.
New Point Oh.
We changed. I think there's other people doing it now too, but we part of the. We try and change the narrative of Newport News. You know, everybody been calling it bad news.
Oh yeah.
So we call it good news now.
Oh shit, that's different.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't heard that one.
I was actually part of a collective called Slum Dogs.
Right.
We dropped an album called Good News, Volume 1. The crew kind of fell apart a little bit now. This was like we dropped the album. I want to say January 1st, 2021. But that shit still ours to this day though.
Damn
right.
That's tough because all the like there's some talented niggas in the news. People in general is talented.
There is.
Robert, so it should be present it as that, like, good news. Fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, that's
And
It's just
different.
part of you are like what
That
you
nigga
think
like
about.
that.
So if you're constantly calling your city bad news, how can you ever expect anything good to
Right.
happen there? Like, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
So okay, so the short film on the way. What was it called again?
The house that family built.
The house that family built. No audio on some Mr. Bean shit. You ever watch Mr. Bean?
Yeah, when
that was my
he just
shit
don't
coming
talk,
up.
it's
We
just
actually
straight.
just
Yeah, that
watched
shit's
at my
great.
cousin's house like last month. They pulled up the old Mr. Bean's. The one when he was when he was on a diving board.
I think so.
Yeah, that shit just brought
All
back
them shit
memories.
is wild.
Yeah. So what's some other inspiration for the film? You said the Jay-Z joint.
I mean,
Which I
that's
gotta
not
watch
really
that.
the whole inspiration.
Yeah.
That's kind of just where that's just kind of like the first thing that I could think of if I was inspired by something.
Yeah.
And when I think about like back in the day when I was younger, like watching that shit constantly because I love to watch it, and I think about the aspects of it that made me want to keep fucking watching it.
Bro, one of the coolest like new kind of style movies I've seen is this shit. I want to say it's called 1955 or 65, some shit. It's a war movie, but it's all shot in one scene. You ever seen that?
Oh, that's fire.
Imagine a whole movie like hour and a half long.
Nah, that shit is.
Nah,
You
that's
seen it?
hard.
Yeah, bro. It's like the camera never cuts.
Yeah.
So it's one
just
constant
bro, the
joint.
whole
You know what I'm saying?
time. It's his,
Bro.
It's his little. Yo, that shit hard.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro.
That
That
shit
shit's
hard. That shit.
That one.
But it just
take
shows you that
long.
there's like different ways to do movies. There's still like even in this art shit, still new ways to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bro, that movie, I'm about to go watch that shit when I get to the crib. No bullshit.
even on the number shit, I just watched a new show on Netflix. I think it's called 1855 or some shit. That's a pretty good show. It's about like a ship, like some weird
Randy
kind of
be-
sci-fi stuff happens.
Man, me and Randy be in the stew.
1932.
I think you're right. Yeah, some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
Me and Randy be in the studio, he be pulling shit up like that. Like random ass, he be knowing so much random shit, bro. Just watching random ass shit, bro. I used to be like, God damn.
History not random, bro. It's that shit.
Nah, that shit is important.
My fault.
I just say random because, bro, really like one moment we watching some whole other podcast I never seen, then the next junk we on some historic Discovery Channel.
I like to do the same shit because like you can get locked into watching the same type of shit, or you might think when you watch the same type of stuff in the bubble, it'll make you think like everybody's on that shit. But it's like it's cool. It's cooler stuff out there. That boy Randy actually just bought me a drink
Overall.
at Disc Freak. I was done drinking because I had a couple already. I was like I'm done because I had to drive and shit. Then he came out of nowhere talking about he's about to buy me a drink, so I drank another one, and that shit had me at the little next level. I was like I shouldn't have drank that.
Got my boy right.
Now he been snapping with him and Ellis. Been with Drum Heavy. I seen that. They was with Snoop.
Yes, sir.
In the studio. That shit was hard. They had Snoop on the
Early.
I forgot the
My
line.
boy
He had said
EK
something about a
was on the jam
7.5.
with him. Yeah, he said from the 7.5 to the ATL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck with it, man.
Nah, that shit is amazing.
That shit too
You
hard.
know what I mean? I love it.
Y'all was at scholarships Friendsgiving last night.
That was
I
a
felt
vibe.
left out of that shit. I texted Raisa. She told me to come, but I was like, nah, it's type late already. And I figured
Everybody-
it was like an invite only shit. But I was like, yeah, scholarship.
You know what? For real, man. With that, I know he wish he could have had more people type shit, but like, it really won't even supposed to get to
Where it
got to.
Yeah.
Like, how many people did pull up, but that shit was love. Like, that shit was love. That shit was like.
Shout out to scholarship.
no, it's all good.
Nah, no bullshit though. I felt like that the year before. That's what I told bro. But I know they don't be meaning it like that. Like
Yeah, nah, I
for
get it.
real,
I get it.
because when they see you, it's really love for real.
Yeah.
That's just what they on.
But it's just cool like to get people together. Like even like the first Family Tithes studio. Just that thing that's the important part. Just that hub.
Yeah, man.
Having a place where artists can come connect that and just feel like there's like a real scene. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and goddamn shit. I know Mike been dealing with Utopia Finney for a while, so we've been in and out of the Finney for a couple different events. And
yeah, he
different
was a
things.
DJ when the first time I was over there. Was that
But
open
we
mic?
made
I
history
performed and
last
shit.
night. They let me and Mari do some absurd.
Yeah, don't do that.
We ain't gotta go into it.
Don't do that.
We could go into it though.
Last night was special, man, for the
Yeah,
family. It was
just say
a
that.
family thing.
Look, Raisa, I don't want to say it wrong. That's my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Had it lit for niggas last night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was
some
different.
real family shit for real. That's what I would say. We ain't gonna spill the beans about
It was
what
nice,
going
though.
on, but
It was nice,
lit.
Fuck you got going on with Ain't Been Home, man. I feel like you've
Everything.
been low key with that a little bit.
Yeah, like I just popped out with it. Know what I mean? My boy got the new shit on.
Am I tripping about the Pornhub joint? Brazzers? Yeah, Brazzers.
Stop playing. You know what it is.
Come on.
Niggas know what
You
it
can open the window a
is.
little bit, Karen. It's getting dumb smoky.
Know what I mean? But I'm just about to be dropping more for real. Like, I'm really about to just pop out with that shit. Cause it's that time. I just feel like it's that time. I done met a couple, like, man, I'm just about to do some other shit. Like, when this right here, I'm telling you, I'm about to do some other shit. You about to see that shit on some whole, niggas gonna be like, damn. Oh, this nigga my case. But yeah, that shit about to be lit.
Bro, I'm about to go crazy with the Larry joints.
Yeah, bro.
I'm about to lock back in. Because I did, when I first started, I did a bunch. I took a little break with it, let him breathe. I had to give him a break. I couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Can't overwork him. But yeah, we about to go crazy with it. Any thoughts on, like, just like the scene? Like you said, like shit feels like it's bubbling up. You know what I'm saying? Like more people like active right now.
Yeah, I feel like
we getting more eyes on the scene right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 2023 is about to be up.
I feel like everybody's evolving into their higher selves and a better version of themselves. Everybody working hard.
And that should take time. Even like you said earlier, you had to take that. You said you took like 3 years off. You know what I'm saying? When you got the job, like you said, Radio Shack.
Something like it. Kind of off, but like
part time.
Sounds like yeah. Because like I said, you can never get the fuck away from it, whether you, right there with it or not.
It didn't feel, if it was, it didn't feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know. When did you get the second time? Or the
Second time?
That was like 2020.
2020.
During the pandemic, or
had to be beginning of the pandemic. 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, like March
type.
Yeah, so it ain't feel like 3 if it was. It was more so like it felt like a slight little 2-piece. Like, oh,
probably
he came back. Not because I remember when he hit me with the. Yo, we about to go to come pull up to the building. We going to the building. I'm like, huh?
What building?
What? We back? Like
that new point on.
For real. I got Polaroids up in that shit.
Oh yeah, that shit was
like
tough.
First night type shit.
But shit, we did a lot in that. We accomplished a lot in there. You know what I mean?
And the second one?
Yeah. Made a lot of connections, made a lot of different collaborations happen, and made a lot of production. Yeah, we did the whole Dr. Randy whole rollout out of 2.0. And that shit went crazy. We didn't get to do it the whole way that we wanted to do it. And still, that shit went crazy.
Yeah, it's just like we talking about the journey and shit. Again, it takes time, you know what I'm saying, to get your craft right. You know what I'm saying, even grow just kind of as a person, just to, you know what I'm saying, be prepared when the moment comes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is done behind the scenes. It's really like an internal journey. You know what I'm saying? What happens on the exterior is just like a vibration, just like a projection of what you're really going through inside.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
That's really probably the realest shit that you could say. And that's why I try to make sure that my albums represent each segment that I'm going through. You know what I mean? Every period of it. Because it'd be too much to put in words sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you was a host on 103 Jams. You know who's a hard ass host to me? Zero. I seen him host Disc Freak. And what's the song called they did?
He did. How little song?
I only seen him do one. I think it was one of the first ones he did.
Bro.
At Disc Freak? I might have been outside and I think I only seen him do one.
Bro.
Or no, two.
He did all the bangers.
Yeah.
Every song that I love, he did.
Like some new shit.
Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah,
yes,
it was some shit that's crazy. Like I told him, he like as a host, he just goes
dumb. I run to? He did that junk. That's the junk. He had the video on the track.
It was a joint with a sample. The sample was like on some like fuck. I can't remember honestly. But
Yeah,
shit,
you know what
you're
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Most of them is sample junks.
You talking about?
This shit is hard.
He was going crazy on stage. I'm talking about like.
You talking about this? You talking about this? It was this sample.
But look, bro,
He sampled this song.
I really started, bro, hosting. I was like, I told him his first gig. I said, bro, I said, bro, who gonna host better than you, bro? I looked my nigga in his eyes. I'm like, bro, who is gonna do it better than you? Like it was a event we working and they was trying to hire another person and I'm like, why when your host is in your face? I said, bro can really turn it up. I told Zero, I said, turn it up. He turned it out he broke the
He did he hosted a show. He hosted a show on some other shit, like.
And now my man's literally to this day will tell you, like, now
Awesome.
he's hosting, but he's like, Kado, like, thank you, bro. Like, you really like. I'm like, nigga, nah, that's you the whole time. It's just, I just
some, like,
shout out Zero, man. He's
nasty
really the
type
god.
shit,
You know what I
on
mean?
some crazy shit.
Oh, I think I
Zero
seen
the
that on
God.
Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah, that shit was lit.
he go
We
dumb.
got a song you was speaking to Kado on the boards. We got to jump together. He was like, Kado on the boards, the God and the Lord. Got there. He started going crazy. Hey, he's nuts. He's an amazing artist, and he's just an amazing everything that he wants to be. That's why I'm trying to tell him, like, bro, you are a comedian, artist, entertainer, host. Anything you want to put your mind to, you could do. You know what I mean? And bro just been turning it up. And he another example of the reason why it's like he don't need nobody. He doing all that shit on his own. Now he got Kado Goat and he got Swoop goddamn helping him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that shit is nothing but love.
Yeah.
And that I consider all that family ties too. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all one unit. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that I want to do for these, like, that they want to do for me. Like, so
It sounds like, yeah, it's like you're one of those people that just really like helps people just really almost find who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like hype them up. Like where do you get that from? You think
I ain't
your
gonna
parents
lie,
like that or
like-
something? Like
I feel like when I was younger, I just found comfort in trying to convince my friends that anything I could do, they could do. You know what I'm saying? If they try to carry it like it's just crazy that I'm doing something, I'm like, nah, look, like, you can do this shit too. Because I was at a point that I didn't know how to do this shit. You know what I mean? And then back then, YouTube wasn't always there, so you really had to figure some shit out.
I think pretty much since I've been on the internet, you could always Google some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could Google some shit, yeah.
It wasn't everything on YouTube. Now you can pretty much learn anything.
That's fact.
I feel like
Anything.
auto mechanic shop.
I feel like if you limit yourself any day to any job title or any trade or anything, you stupid. You limiting yourself because you could literally learn how to do anything. The information is there. Like I treat shit like if I'm about to learn a new software, I'll just hop on the software live because I know what I'm trying to do. See how I
hop
use
on the
it.
software. What?
Huh?
You should hop on it live.
Like I'll just hop on that motherfucker. Like
Okay.
instead of like trying to read up on it and watch a video, I'm just hop on it and think about what I'm trying to accomplish and see how user friendly
Just,
it
like,
is.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I hit a brick wall, then I search. How do I do this? You see what I'm saying? Then just keep going. And that's how I got so good at engineering and producing. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Making my
taught
own
yourself.
music. Once I found out that nobody was gonna make my music sound the way I wanted it to sound, I knew. I was like, damn, I wish I had a Kado. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
for real. That's what I tell people nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? When I be on, man, I wish I had a Kado. Like, that's
Yeah, I've
crazy.
been learning Photoshop right now, and I'm thinking about starting to learn Blender. But that shit, it takes a while because I want to
got
create a real
experience
animation
in-
related.
I got real experience in Photoshop. I like that in Photoshop, but Blender, I fucked with Blender, and I fucked with another jank.
What were you doing using Blender for?
I was doing NFTs, like 3D NFTs.
Oh, you was in an NFT game.
Mm-hmm.
You came up on it.
See, I was just in the designing part of it, of
Yeah.
a project that we didn't get to like properly launch. You know what I'm saying? Because we were supposed to win this contest to fund it. But it ended up being real, like, we couldn't tell if it was already like pre-picked or something because our shit was so top of the line. Like, we went over and beyond with our shit. So, but it was cool though.
I bought the Bape NFT. I still got that shit.
That's hard.
I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I
got
two. I
got
for that
two
shit.
race horses that I could go on the NFT website and race these horses that I own.
What
And
you
they're
mean?
probably worth
like
a lot
real
more
life
now.
horses?
Yeah, Zed run horses.
What if the horses die?
This company ended up getting sponsored by like mad different fucking companies like Stella, what's that shit called? That gaming shit, Atari. They got sponsored by Atari and Stella Artois. Yeah.
That's hard.
And so I just need to go and see if they worth more, cause I bought them motherfuckers a while back. I ain't logged in a minute, so if I go look at this
NFT
shit,
game type fell through for right now. We gonna see what happens. I mean, I think pretty much what everybody's saying is that the technology is cool. They just really ain't figured out the right way to use it yet. People, as far as the blockchain and shit. So that's
Yeah,
probably
I ain't
gonna be
gonna lie.
some that's gonna be used the blockchain.
it's
in the
so
future.
expensive. And all the cool shit that's on certain blockchains, it's like, yeah, you could be on the Ethernet blockchain or you could be on Solana. Solana's a lot more cheaper when it comes to gas price. So like, okay, if my gas is more than it's gonna take me to take my money out, what's the point of doing this shit?
Yeah.
Then you get pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, the gas price.
I got all this ETH, like you got ETH, but you ain't got enough ETH to really goddamn do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? You like, god damn, these gas prices. And look, you could hit the gas price button before transfer, and the motherfucker 10 seconds later is gonna spare you
It's crazy.
$200.
It's crazy they even called it gas prices. Like what is gas prices on
And then
the
they
internet?
called it gas prices, which really pisses you off.
Like,
Because
just
you
put gas in
already,
my car.
yeah, you already
Like,
just
what?
filled the tank. You like, gas again?
Yeah, like new technology and shit, man. Like I'm super excited for the AR shit, the glasses. I just seen a video actually for some ones that just came
Man.
out. The company's called like Near or something like that.
I only played it one time, man, and that shit was addicting to the point I knew I wasn't supposed to be
Oh, you
playing
talking
it.
about? You probably talking about the Oculus shit.
Yes, bro.
Ever seen
I knew it was something wrong right. I
What's
said,
that?
nah, this shit's too much
Wall-E?
fun.
The
Get
movie.
me out of here.
Yeah.
Started playing Star Wars.
I don't know if I actually seen it, but I know what you're talking about though.
Watch that movie, bro.
I see the boundaries and shit. I'm
That's
like,
why I don't
oh
fuck with
shit,
all
hold
shit
on.
like
I almost hit a wall. I take the jank off. I'm right next to the wall.
What
I said, God damn, I was that close.
what? So wait, what are you talking about, Wally? What part about it?
Like that shit that you talking about. That
glasses?
yeah, like that was like a. I don't want to tell you the movie. I just say go watch this shit. It's a real undertone to it when you watch it. Like as an adult, if you watching that shit, you like hold the fuck up. Like whoa.
So it's like a negative aspect of a world with us using those glasses without like I guess ruining the movie.
type shit. Like yeah, like
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
it like okay. Give a nigga that's 16 that, and he just on that. He literally sitting down, doing all this shit on that. But when he go outside, it's
we're pretty much already on that with our phones. Like we're already totally
I
kids,
remember
at
when-
least all adults too, but like they're totally consumed by tech. You know what I'm
this
saying
shit's
about
wild,
social media.
yeah.
So glasses, all that would do would just bring it closer to your face, and you ain't got to use your hands no more.
Lord.
Now it's even easier to use it.
So you saying the glasses?
The like Apple is working on it.
They
Like,
working on it.
They it's probably they
Yeah,
keep pushing
like-
the date back, but that's the next step after
Lordy.
the phone. Like
That's
you know,
too
after the
close.
phone. No, it should be like imagine you got regular
I look at it
glasses.
like-
Ray-Ban got some shit like that.
Ray-Ban.
Yeah,
Different companies have tried it. Nobody's really done it in a
You know how they
successful
tell
way
you
yet.
like it's not good to be this close to the TV.
how you?
My
Ain't
mom
that-
would say
ain't
that
that-
coming up. Now we got this.
Ain't that even worse?
Yeah, like how
Ain't
you
this gonna be even worse?
How you going?
Yeah,
to
but-
Ain't I
Just
gonna
studies
be
on
blind
it,
in
man.
5 years?
You gonna have to.
That shit is nuts.
That shit.
I think that's too close to my eye, man.
Yeah. And then you know, I mean, I know y'all heard about the Neuralink shit. That's even next level.
that's
the
that's
shit Elon
in
talking
you.
about putting the chip in your head. Then you got the internet just in your head. You know what I'm saying? You just think about the shit.
Who you with?
I could text Karen right now, like yo.
See, but this is where my idea for that goes wrong, right?
What?
This is where my idea for that goes wrong. It's like, what if you hacked?
Hey, bro.
What if you get hacked?
Yeah, they'll have you.
What if you get
shooting shit
hacked,
up.
bro? Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They're gonna
They have
find
you
a way
get
to just
naked, run
hack
around a
you.
grocery store, hack your brain and shit.
That's fucked up.
You see that they had politicians doing weird shit.
Don't make that face,
These
man.
niggas doing that.
No,
No, it's not out. Well, they made it
It's
work
not
on.
out yet?
They had it working on a monkey. So they hooked it up to a
Oh
monkey,
my
and he was
gosh.
playing a video game with no controls, just with his brain, controlling the computer with his brain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't even understand. No, I don't understand. What you
Yeah, I'm not really too. So I'm not a professional to explain it to you.
You said he did what? He was playing the game. With his
So
brain.
what this machine does is it can let you control technology with your brain. So basically, yeah. So there was, I think it was Pong. It wasn't like
So,
a crazy game, but just imagine what they hooked up the
I
brain
would be-
waves to the controls on the game, and then he
I
was
would
just
be
thinking about
looking
it.
at your shit, your computer, and be like, I want that mouse to goddamn.
You
Yeah,
think about
but you
you
probably
think
wouldn't
about
even
it.
be
And
able to
just,
control
you
his
control it. You can engineer a song without just by thinking about it. Like if you think about the reverb, the compression,
that.
you just you know what I'm saying. Like he don't do that now. I want
I'm
that
good on
shit.
that.
He's like matter of fact,
I'm
when's
good on
shit
that.
coming out.
No, I am good on that.
Nah, that sounds too.
I'm already mad that I'm doing this shit digitally.
Yeah.
Like, I need the hardware.
You said you had the
Let me
vinyls and
touch
shit
it.
still.
Nah, that was a period.
Yeah.
I still got all of those vinyls. Shout out to J Rock. He holding them shits down. They in them goddamn attic. You know what I mean?
Honestly, with technology and shit, bro, I just kind of look at it like it's the next step of our evolution. Like we're almost like that's what we're here. It's part of our evolution. Like people look at some people look at technology like this evil thing, but I just look
Right.
at it as humans that are making things with things from this earth. So we
Right.
in the beginning we made fucking spears and
Right.
swords and shit. Just now we found out we put those elements in a different way. You got the internet, you got computers. Like it's all from shit from this earth.
Yeah.
So I don't really look at it as like inherently evil. It's like
Yeah.
you could do it's like anything in life, depending on your perspective on it, how you move is we're gonna determine what happens with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be a
Yeah.
cool thing or a fucking you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. That's true though. I do feel that.
Yeah. Fuck with it. So the Ain't Been Home VR world on the way. Family Tithes VR world on the way.
We got to get some parcel first.
Streaming
That thing is
metaverse.
expensive. Parcel is expensive. That's what made me give up. I
Parcel?
say,
What's
man.
you mean what's part of shipping? What's part
Nah,
you mean?
parcel is land that you own in like the
Okay.
NFT world type.
Oh, I seen Rick Ross talking about that, or one of them. He was like, "Yeah, he just bought hella land in this
Yeah, well,
universe or some
And
shit."
nigga that's 15 with this shit,
He got it.
right? Brain shit. Nigga, all you gonna be on is porn all day. In your brain. That's
Oh
sick.
man,
Just titties,
you talking about the
just
technology
ass
still?
everywhere,
He's still
just-
stuck on that.
Imagine like when you can
yeah.
change how the
Out
world
of
looks
this
with your
world.
shit, and then somebody will just put ass everywhere. Just be like girls twerking and shit on every corner, wherever you look.
Like,
That sucks.
that's nuts, man.
I'm good on that.
I can't imagine.
I hope y'all don't take it there. I hope we could just
Be regular
just be
niggas,
regular.
bro.
But it's probably what people were saying back when it was a house phone. Why I need my phone outside, bro? I'm just talking on the phone all day.
Not even that. I mean, I feel you. I understand what you're saying, but why the fuck do I need the internet in my head, in my brain?
Probably make you way more productive.
They're already there though. They're like right there.
It's not good. It's not good for mankind.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we're gonna work with it. That's all we got.
I don't know, man.
As long as they, they gotta be limits to the shit. Cause goodness lord,
Like you said, what if a nigga hack your shit?
that's what I said. That's the part that I told y'all. I said
I'm
Yeah.
out of here after that.
like
I'm
you
not-
gotta have
I'm-
your antivirus software updated.
That's when they'll be like tapping
You
into
a
people's
computer.
thoughts.
You're not even a person. You a computer.
Exactly. So take the glasses off.
You're not a person no more after the. I'm talking about the shit you talking about.
The
The
Neuralink.
Neuro, yeah.
Take
it
you
out.
do that. You're.
I mean, I ain't gonna be
literally
the first
a
person to do it.
computer.
I'll let a couple million people do it first, give it a couple years, see what happens.
You
The whole
not
thing is
gonna be
the
a
reason.
person.
Okay, I think Elon Musk's reasoning behind why eventually everybody will have it is because if some people start getting it, the fact that it will make you way more productive, that the competition will be able to basically outwork you. You won't be able to compete because with people that have that shit, because you'll just be way smarter. We could do shit way faster. Whatever the fuck is, what I'm saying, more productive. So eventually, they're saying like to compete, you have to do it. And then actually, I think that boy Elon actually took it to the next level. He said we're gonna have to do it in order to compete with AI. which is a little OD.
Yeah,
don't know.
they doing too much with that already.
But it's also funny just how the world is changing. Like we're watching like okay, you know what I'm saying?
Like them dog shits, them shit scare me.
What dog shits? Oh, the robots? The dog robots?
Them just look crazy.
But it's like we're watching the world change in front of our eyes. Imagine being like a 75-year-old person right now, and just knowing where in your lifetime, like even in the past like 30 years, like shit's bro. Just imagine where the world's gonna be in like 50 years. It's like it's hard to even.
What you gonna
You know what I'm
do?
saying?
What you gonna do when one of them is running you down?
The dogs. I'm pulling out what that boy Crazo said. He said we blick. What that boy Crazo got that song blick. He said the dog run up on me.
Oh, bro.
Blick.
That shit bouncing off that. Like, that shit is not affecting
You must
that.
not have seen how that motherfucker moved.
Yeah.
Man, we got to pull out some.
Motherfucker agile as a bitch.
Man, I'm getting back in the car driving off.
Nah, bro, that shit different right there. Like,
Nah, yeah.
I be seeing videos of that shit on WorldStar. I be like, oh no, man. Like,
You still get on WorldStar?
I gotta be a good citizen.
I don't even remember the last time I got on WorldStar. There was a period in my life for like 3 years where
that's
WorldStar
like
was the
the
first
ignorant.
website I got on. Every time I got on my computer, just go straight to worldstar.com first.
Man, those are
Yeah,
the
I'm
days.
just an ignorant nigga. I be seeing. I don't like seeing all that shit, but it's like tight nigga news.
It was cool. I feel like after Q died, it changed. I don't know. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I ain't get
I think
that.
he had different plans with it. I think he was about to. I think he had more like.
Never got.
I think he had other plans with it. Huh?
I never got that deep into. I just.
Yeah.
It's more so
entertainment.
like not even that. Some of the videos I be like, I'm not watching that shit. But that's what niggas be talking about.
What's the first website y'all go on now when you get on the computer?
My shit is pre-search, which is it's like a new Google, but it combines like Google, Yahoo, and all of them, so that when you search, you actually get crypto, a cryptocurrency.
You get paid to search?
Yeah, every time you search.
Really?
Mhm.
What's that called?
It's called pre-search.
I'm gonna tap into that. It's probably just like a little amount, but it should add up. Motherfuckers be in the crib searching all day.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's like very default that I want the results directly from Google. Like I go out of my way to type in google.com and be like, I just need that Google. Like you gotta have that answer from them, because sometimes they'll just bring the right answer right up. You'd be like, all right.
Yeah, Google like got the monopoly on it. It's crazy to see like these new tech companies that are up right now, like Google, Facebook. Like in a short amount of time, they made more money than any other company in history was able to ever make. Like they really came out in the last like 10 years and are now making more money than 100-year-old companies. You know what I'm saying? Are making. So it's just like even like the business landscape is changing. Like it's
Yeah.
I feel like, and now in like probably moving forward in like 5 years, you can make an impact, and not even just money, but like an impact on culture or the world. What it might have took 20 years ago, to do.
Yeah, you're right.
In the past.
That's true.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I fuck with it. Should we wrap it up? We like an hour in.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all want to touch on?
Man, I got this project coming with Frankie from the Tribe. He produced the whole thing, and that shit gonna be hard. I got a project with Max Bo. He produced the whole thing. That shit gonna be hard. And just look out for that house album on the way. The house that Family built. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Shout out Frankie too. We got him actually booked. It's coming out later this year.
for sure. He told me.
Hell yeah. Anything you want to add, bro?
No.
Hell yeah. Fuck with it,
Let
man.
me hit that motherfucker.
Appreciate y'all for sliding, bro. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Appreciate
Like
you.
I always say,
Jan.
fuck with the artists from the 757. And yeah, we're going to see y'all next week.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nah, for sure.